Hey Bobcat Nation, welcome to another episode of The Sage. I'm Niems, and I get to start off with some very exciting news. Sage Creek High School is ranked number 92 out of all California high schools. Awesome job, Bobcats. On another note, the formal grading policy was just released and emailed to students and parents on Monday. It states that as of yesterday, a temporary grading policy will be put in place, and students will now have the option to choose between receiving credit, no credit, or a traditional GPA weighted grade. Students need to choose by May 11th, their preferred choice in a Google form that will be sent out by May 8th, so make sure to be on the lookout. And continuing with some positivity, our very own Mrs. Hunter was recently on the news for a video that she made of kids thanking our frontline workers during this time. Leo Ambrogelly has the story for us.
Hey Bobcats, I'm live here with Mrs. Hunter, one of our English teachers, and she created a video thanking essential workers. So Mrs. Hunter, what gave you the idea to create this video thanking essential workers?
I'd seen a lot of people having kids write letters thanking our essential workers, and I thought maybe I just level up, record them, and put them all together in one super cute video, and so that's what I did.
So could you describe the process of putting together that video for me? What was it like?
Pretty quickly, I sent out in the morning a message on my social medias to say, hey, if you want your kids, I'm going to make this video. If you want your kids to be in it, send me clips. And so a bunch of friends and family from across the country sent me clips of their kids in these little videos, and I just dumped them all into iMovie and edited them together.
So it was truly a national effort.
It was a national effort, yes, all the way from here locally in Carlsbad and as far as Pennsylvania.
It's really amazing. Well, I'd say that the effort was well worth it. Bobcats, if you weren't aware, Mrs. Hunter's video has gathered over 8,000 views on YouTube last I checked and was featured by the New York Post. So Mrs. Hunter, how do you feel about that?
It was pretty crazy to watch the views climb with this video. I have no idea how it made it to the New York Post. It was featured here locally on Channel 10 News right after I made it, and then I think it just got picked up by a bunch of other stations until I don't know how it ended at the New York Post, but it was pretty cool to watch it all unfold and really sort of get a taste of what that going viral really means.
Well, thank you very much. Back to you, anchors.
That was amazing to see one of our very own teachers on the big screen and inspiring our community. Now I'm going to send it off to Harper Hughes to give us a little insight into how much COVID-19 is affecting our student athletes.
Hi Bobcats, I'm here with Ethan Hope, a senior that has been on the baseball program since he was a freshman. So hi Ethan.
Hey Harper, how you doing?
Hi, good, how are you?
Doing great.
Awesome. Okay, so a few weeks ago it was announced that your baseball season was canceled. So describe your emotions or feelings when you found out that news.
Well, as you may know, I'm a senior and it was my last season of baseball, possibly for the rest of my life. You know, like I've been playing since I was 5 years old and haven't skipped a year since. And ever since I was 11, I was playing competitively, and just to know that my last season was cut short was really hard for me. And I was lucky enough to be elected team captain by Coach Madsen this past year, and for it to be cut short and I wasn't able to play, you know, even 3 weeks of the season, it was hard for me, you know, like it just felt like I was cheated out of it in a way. But I'm happy that I got to play throughout the past 3 years of baseball.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you been able to stay in touch with your teammates or coaches?
Yeah, actually, Coach Madsen had us all have a giant Zoom meeting last Friday, and I think almost all of us were able to make it to the meeting, and we just got to catch up on various things and let each other know how we were doing in this time of pandemic time, you know? And other than that, when the season was canceled, we all texted each other, like we were all super bummed together, and we're trying to stay positive, but it's hard because we all want to be back together on that playing field, you know?
Yeah, I bet. Well, since your baseball career at Sage Creek, looking back, what's your favorite memory from the past 4 years?
Definitely just the journey, or even just winning CIF last year and the journey throughout it. I remember we put a lot of work into it, and then not only that, we were a bunch of bros, you know? That's what the team was about. It was about baseball, but it was also about being just a bunch of bros together. And yeah, it was a really great time.
That's awesome. And what's one piece of advice you would give to the younger student athletes at Sage Creek?
I'd probably say play every game, every minute, every hour of practice, games, whatever it may be, like it's your last, because you never know when it's going to be cut short, and you want to make sure you're giving it your all so you don't have any regrets about your playing time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. This has been Harper Hughes for the Sage.
This is definitely a hard time for our student athletes, but it's great to see them reflecting on all their positive memories. It's especially difficult for seniors right now who are missing out on many of their graduation activities. But the counseling team is trying to make it a little easier by having a virtual senior signing day. Let's check it out.
Greetings, this is Mrs. Carraza. We would love to celebrate the class of 2020 and their next steps with a virtual college and career signing day. We are so proud of all students and their paths, whether they plan to continue their education at a 2-year institution, a 4-year institution, begin work, or provide public service. We do want to celebrate you, so we have sent out a Google form to have you either provide a video or a t-shirt of maybe a college or institution you're attending, or just to say hi to your peers and say what your next steps are. Again, we're so proud of you, and we can't wait to hear all the wonderful things you do in adulthood. Bye.
That seems like such a great opportunity to stay engaged and bring a little normality to our seniors. Well, Bobcats, that's all we have for today. Make sure to follow us at The Sage Publication on Instagram, or head over to thesagenews.com for continuous updates and some amazing stories. This has been Bella Niems, reporting for The Sage.